Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. Today we have something very special to talk about. Um, if you haven't heard, if you're a PlayStation fan like me, and you haven't heard, PlayStation is raising the price in a number of markets around the world. This is essentially to help deal with the added cost of building these consoles and getting them to us as fast as they can. Now, guys, we need to start a GoFundMe for PlayStation. It seems that they really need our help right now, guys. Um I know I made a video yesterday, kind of kicking them for it, but then I started thinking about it and I was just like, man, they're really hurting. They are really hurting. I feel like if we start a GoFundMe for them and if we actually start buying their bangers when they come out, maybe that will help. I mean, my friends, we've got The Last of Us remake coming out here in not even a week now. Like I think it's literally actually it is 1 week from today. We will be playing The Last of Us. Well, I will, because I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna do my part. They don't even have to grab me by my feet and shake me out. I'm gonna dutifully pay my $70 so that I can play that game, and I might even chip in an extra few bucks, just to kind of help them out with what's going on right now, because right now Sony is really in turmoil, guys. And I mean, I I watched a little bit of King Thrash's video today, and it made sense. Supply and demand. I mean, there's so much demand out there that, man, this just makes this makes amazing sense right now. Like Sony can see the writing on the wall. I mean, a lot of our PlayStation brothers were willing to pay upwards of $1,000 for a PlayStation 5, and PlayStation saw it and they're like, yeah, you know what, man, we've got the best system, we've got the best games. Our SSD makes our graphics way better than anything on the market right now. And I mean, think about it. They're putting out their top quality graphics at not 30 frames a second. No, if you have 120 hertz TV, you get 40. You get 40 frames a second with everything. So I mean, how could you not want to just dig deep? How could you not want to just dig deep and throw some extra money PlayStation's way? I mean, like, get into their games. And you know what? You honestly, a way you can help them right now today: buy Gran Turismo 7. Even if you're on PlayStation 4, buy Gran Turismo 7 and start buying every single freaking car you can afford to buy right now. I know it's hard. I know your kids are starving. Like, I know your kids are starving right now already. I know it's hard to put money in your gas tank right now. Like, I get it. I'm struggling too. I mean, not all of us YouTubers are rich, and not all of us get money back, kickback from PlayStation or anything like that. So I need you to dig deep. You need to go look at your kids in the eyes right now and you tell them, look, guys, Papa Sony needs money. They need money. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Costco and we're going to get bulk rice and bulk beans, and we're going to eat beans and rice. You hear that? We're going to eat beans and rice until Sony is comfortable. As soon as Sony is comfortable, then maybe we'll add bacon to that beans and rice. But we're going to keep going until we know for a fact that PlayStation is on top. And don't worry, MBG, King Thrash, Saltiest Gaming, all of them guys are right here with me. We're all going to support PlayStation. We are all going to start buying everything. If we can, we'll buy a second PlayStation 5 at that higher price. We're gonna make sure we've got 30 years topped off on our PlayStation Plus premiums and all of that stuff. Like, we're gonna dig deep too, guys. Don't worry about it. We're not asking you to do this alone. We're gonna dig deep too. I've already got my Last of Us pre-ordered. I'll make sure I got God of War, everything. I'll make sure I pre-order everything so that I can make sure that Sony doesn't have to go a day without food on its table. As a PlayStation fan and as a content creator, I feel it is my responsibility to help you understand the I don't think you understand the I don't think you understand the severity of the situation that we're in right now. Like this virtuous cycle, it doesn't work without us. It does not work without us. If we do not do our part and give Sony every nickel and dime they ask for, how are they going to keep the virtuous cycle going, guys? We want our graphics. We want our story games. Like we need those. Like we want those really bad. And if we don't do our part as loyal PlayStation fanboys, nobody's going to do it for us. Nobody's going to do it for us. We are the ones that have to carry the torch. Because all the younger people, they just want to play Fortnite. And they want to buy skins. Well, that's good. I mean, I still encourage them to do that. I mean, yeah, go get your parents' credit card and get whatever you need. Ask them first, though, because I know I'd be a little upset if my kid just started spending all my money. But yeah, definitely ask them. Ask your parents first. Tell them, hey, I need you to put like a certain limit that I can, and tell your parents, like, dig deep. Like Sony needs the money so bad. It's not. They need the money. Like they're starving. There are starving kids at Sony that don't have it like we do. They don't have it like we do. Like seriously, we could definitely eat beans and rice. Walk to work a couple days a week. I mean, I would say take the bus, but Sony needs that bus money too. So you're going to have to walk or ride a bike if you got one in the garage. Ride a bike. Just start brainstorming all the things that you could cut out of your life to give that money to Sony because they need it. They need it bad right now. And they're afraid. I mean, they're afraid. Like, could they really raise the price in America without, the evil corporation Microsoft? I mean, like, it's hard. It's hard out there. It's hard out there right now for PlayStation. I mean, no game is better than Call of Duty. It's already too late for them to catch up to Game Pass because it's just too big now. It's hard, man. Like, do you really want PlayStation putting your games on Xbox like Sega did back in the day? Do you really want that? You need to ask yourself this before you start being selfish and thinking, "Nah, man, I'm gonna wait for that game to go on sale." You need to ask yourself this: do you want to have to play that on an Xbox? Would you want to have to play your PlayStation first-party games on an Xbox? Or even worse, a PC. Would you? I mean, they're already going to PC. I mean, Xbox is the next step. So you ask yourself, if you can go without that coffee, can you go? Can you eat beans and rice for as long as it takes? And can you make smaller portions of that every day? Can you fast 2 times a week? You need to ask yourself these important questions that really, really are going to disturb the fiber of your being. Like, I get it, man. I get it. But this is a call to action. This is a call to action. Sony needs money. Like, they literally need it so bad. I've already said it. There are starving kids at Sony Corporation. They're hungry. They're starving. And I didn't want to bring up the checkerbirds, but you know how we were talking about the 40 frames a second earlier? That's really taxing on the checkerbird, okay? And checkerbird feed, it's almost double in price now. And when they get the 40 frames a second with the fuzz K going, whew, man, that is so taxing on the checkerbirds. They consume more checkerbird feed. And it's unreal. And like Sony has to pay for that. Like, it comes right out of Sony's pocket. Even though you've already bought your console and you got it at home, it still comes out of Sony's pocket because they feed them through the internet. Like they feed them. So, I mean, better yet, just sign your paychecks over to Sony. I'm sure they'll give you enough to live on. I'm sure. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need to think about it. You don't need it. Like you need to pay for the quality that Sony offers. And they deserve it because they work hard and they invest millions of dollars into these games so that you have something to play at 40 frames a second that looks so good. So I'm asking you, brothers. I'm asking you to dig deep. To dig deep. Stop being so selfish. Start buying these bangers day one and give a little extra when you do. Like tip the poor boy at freaking GameStop. You know, send Sony a letter with a couple $100 and tell them how much you appreciate these bangers that they drop all the time. There's so many bangers. Go out and buy a couple copies of Destruction All-Star at full cost and give them to the neighbor kids. Even though they can't find a PlayStation 5, just give it to them. Do everything you got to do to hold Sony up. We have to. You don't want to be playing your PlayStation games on an Xbox. I promise you that. You don't want to do that. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Remember, dig deep. Dig deep. PlayStation needs that money.